All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Brooklyn Beats. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Right there in the middle, 55.
I'm here all day. Kill.
On first down, Jeffries. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
That's good for 28 yards.
90 Wolf. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration. Big rip.
They'll run on first down. Owens. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready to break. 80 weapons.
They'll set up to throw. Complete to Washington. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there, and just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. 50, Mike. 50. Squeeze, double. Check 31. Check 31.
Check 4.
Shoot up. Check your hot read. X3.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Turn it up. Kill.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 8. Space to maneuver at the 40. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Hey, dude. 55, get it.
Back to throw now on first down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jim. Smith.
That's a takeaway. That's a takeaway.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, this is Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. It's Williams on the catch. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 36, Jackson is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And it's caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27. 2 yards on the
to throw on second down. Winters, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. The 40, 20, 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd down, Jeffries. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw. Winters. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On second down, it's Owens. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Winters. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Whitaker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Winters. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert, yeah. It's a safety creep. Slam. Shut up.
They'll try the left side. Jeffries. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on third down, Winters. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 16, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it 21-8. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Winters.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winters. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Winters under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looking to throw. Winters. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On first down, Owens. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Owens, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 50.
Back to throw. Winters Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Winters. That's complete to Whitaker. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ready, ready. 70 ending. Check 55. 64. Swing.
I smell fear in that offense.
Kill.
On third down, Winters.
Crunch.
Over the middle, complete. That's Whitaker.
Check three.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Go. Wide. Get wide.
Hey, check 24. Hey, check right. Watch 55.
Watch the curl.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right there, 55.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Winters. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Winters. And it's brought in by Washington. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 9. At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Let's get this.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Williams to return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
52, 36, 36.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 59.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Jackson to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check 37. Check 37.
Throwing now is Jackson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 59. Check.
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.